and Jacob had sex too? I appreciate what Chris just said here. Virginia with the question. Is Eric drunk? Clara, excellent job. Look at Virginia having the time of her life. Do you guys like Jacob a lot more when he's around the other guys? Ryan, we know she definitely needs to bring it down. My Black Planet page. I don't fault him. I really be using these hotel robes. He is not falling asleep. Here's girl over here. Have you met Chris? This white girl dating this black guy. This man had sex with this woman before he met Paige. What? He's a pilot, girl. He can't drink Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Do as I say, not as I do. And I feel like it's been natural. Man, this Chris Ray. He's a little too controlling. Oh, y'all gonna kill me. All right, y'all. I done heard so much. Got people telling me to give myself time for the last part of the episode. I already know it's about to be some shit. I saw Dr. Pepper posted something and I was like, Donna, don't even read it yet until you watch the episode. Shawnice posted something. I'm like, don't listen until you watch the episode. And now Dr. Pepper's joint is going. Hopefully Married at First Sight fan captured that before she deleted it so I could see it. But yeah, y'all. It's another recap. Season 12, episode 6, Defending Your Wife. Married at First Sight. With me, your girl Rizzo. Let's go. I like that Virginia said, we just woke up as she has her full clothes on and automatically she's like, I need a drink. Eric reminds me of his mother so much. He has so many of her mannerisms. Ryan, we know you're the same every week. Routine, same breakfast, places go in the same spot. You gotta tell us every week, sir. Ryan, can we just get like a tutorial one day on how you do your hair? Because I see right now, it's a little more slick to the side today. I don't know if this is you switching up your styles or what, but before it was very straight mohawky. Now it's like, lean to the left. I see you. Here go Ryan again with the question. What do you think is your favorite high school memory? Ryan definitely came into this experiment with a list of 100 questions that he has to go through. Are they old enough for AIM?
But if you never put yourself out there, you never find love, you never end up happy.
Amen. Y'all. Ooh. Well, first of all, my AIM name is really boring. It's just my last. It's Rizzo and then my birthday. But not quite two digits. So it's really weird. But y'all, my MySpace page. No, my Black Planet page. I found my Black Planet page way later in life. I actually should post, if I remember, I'm gonna post it up here. Y'all, this was me in high school. Now, I grew up in the hood and wound up going to a very PWI boarding school. They ain't know what they was getting when they took little black Don out the hood and put it in here. I came with my whole self. You should see me there. I'm like, shouting out people from the block. I'm quoting Biggie's mom. I'm quoting Pac. You would have thought I was on the block, y'all. I'm about to post it. So this is my page, and it's from 2001. That is 20 years ago. I was a little hood booger. Now I'm 15 years old, so I have to have a section about what I'm looking for in a guy. Look at that height, y'all. This is when I thought Lil Bow Wow was cute. He has to be at least 5'5", y'all. I forgot to say the bold part is what I just added in. I guess I added it in 2010, 7, whenever I found this again. Now, this section is a fan favorite. Not only am I shouting out my friends, but y'all, I am shouting out my youth church. That's right. Shekinah is my youth church. And then finally, of course, words to live by. Oh, did I choose Gandhi? What about MLK? How about my mom? No, I actually chose Miss Wallace. That's right, Biggie's mom. And 2 other quotes about living and dying. Why was I talking about death so much? What block was I on where my life was that in danger from me slinging weight on the street? What? Oh, God. Thank God for Prep for Prep. I hope y'all caught that gem that Clara just said, because she's like, she went on bad first date after bad first date, but you gotta put yourself out there. I hope y'all hear that. Everybody looking for love. I hate wasting a first date, which is why I like online dating, because I can like vet these motherfuckers first. But you gotta put yourself out there. You gotta go out. And I used to, I don't know why this is becoming the advice hour with Rizzo, right? I used to like dead somebody on the first date because I'm like, I could read through you. I mean, clearly, look at my first impressions. Those were all failures. But I learned just how I failed with both Brett and Ryan, who I thought was a biracial man with an Italian mom. I learned that my initial views might not always be right. So I started giving people a second chance. Now, I never left with that second chance. But I think that's still great advice. Do as I say, not as I do, guys. Look at Clara. Why Clara City so big in this confessional? Clara, is that Clara, is that a Fenty bra? I own that. Ooh, it has 2 straps. Maybe that's an Adore Me. I'm liking Ryan and Clara. Look at Virginia having the time of her life in this cocktail class. She just spilled it.
An absolute, like...
Is Eric drunk?
I can't even explain it to you, man. Like, it was the greatest thing we ever had. Like, this is what I did. Like, why I did this. They found us, like, for a reason.
Is Virginia's alcoholism rubbing off on Eric?
Eric is chocolate wasted.
Much younger and like semi-promiscuous for the last couple of years.
Come on, semi-promiscuous.
He is very like Southern conservative.
I told y'all he got a difference there. Now 2 things here. 3. 1, Clara, excellent job. 2nd thing, alcohol is probably what's making Virginia cry so much or be so in her feelings right now. I understand this affecting her, but this is affecting her a lot more than it would have if she was drinking orange juice. 3rd thing, I don't like that she had to go and cry to Clara and she felt that she couldn't show her true emotions in front of Eric. So now Eric is over here like, oh, we're great, everything's perfect. And Virginia's like, no, everything's not perfect, let me tell you. You need to have that conversation with him because he's just going to continue through life. 1, not realizing that it's affecting you. And 2, you're going to hold that in for so long that when it does come out, if it does, you're just going to blow up and he's going to be like, where is this coming from? She needs to know that it's okay to have this conversation. It's not like confrontation. She needs to know that it's okay to have these kind of tough, not as easy, like everything's laughy and jokey type of conversations with a guy and with someone that she's intimate with, right? Because if you're intimate, not physically, but like yours should be emotionally intimate, you should be able to be open and honest with that person. That also means having those discussions about things like, hey, you know what? This really affects me. Let me tell you how important these people are in my life. And let me tell you how much we differ on this aspect, but I would like some kind of compromise, or I would like you to kind of see it and feel it out. Maybe you can meet my guy friend. Have those conversations. Like, it's okay. Son, our boy Eric is lit. And Jacob is like, okay, enough. Let's talk about some real shit now. Is it just me, or do you guys like Jacob a lot more when he's around the other guys versus when he's like awkward with Haley? It's like he doesn't know how to interact with her, but he's cool as fuck / like kind of an asshole when he's around these guys. I feel like more of his personality coming out here. Look at Paige. I bet people are looking at Paige like, oh, she's looking at her like, oh, your marriage is so great. Everything's perfect. You guys are going well. That's not what she's looking at. She's not looking like, oh, I want to be like you. She looking at her like, you know, you like look at somebody and size them up. But Paige is like, look at this girl over here. This white girl dating this black guy, saying that this is exactly what she would have made. All right, girl. It's one of those. Son, Eric is cutting everyone off. He is being that drunk person that he talks about. I love how Jacob is looking at Eric like mad judgmental. He is not falling asleep. He is not falling asleep.
I'm gonna respect him. But we do have a physical relationship and it's been good.
What? She just said we do have a physical relationship and it's been good. Clara and Ryan have had sex? Wait a minute, let me go back. Let me see what Ryan said in the group.
Yeah, everything's been natural so far. You know,
Yeah.
I'll just let her talk about details as she sees fit.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
throughout this, and I won't get into that.
Yep. I feel the same. You don't need to.
So Jacob said, I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to let that be between us. And Ryan said, I feel the same way. Also, Clara, you telling them y'all have been intimate is not keeping it to yourself, though, no? I guess not telling the group. Okay.
Whatever can happen. Okay?
Haley and Jacob had sex too?
And so I was like, why not? You know, I'm married to the guy.
Son, everyone has had sex. I told you. This has honestly been the most interesting honeymoon of them all. Like, everyone has had sex. And I feel like it's been natural. Minus Chris breaks. But I feel like everyone has just naturally had sex. They're into their person. I came into this season thinking we probably get another season 9. Or is that 10? Another season 10. And look at them. Oh, that's why Jacob said, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let her do the talking and I'm going to keep that between us. And Ryan said, me too. Little do they know they both have sex or had sex. And the women are over here talking about it, but they're not. Virginia with the questions. Paige, I at least want to honor our vows. Virginia, do you think he wants to?
Bad for her that she's having to go through this.
I feel like Virginia's about to throw up when she talks. Paige, don't say it can't get any worse. Have you met Chris? Ooh, Clara gave her, you a better woman than I am. That means you're a fool. And Paige goes, like, shut the fuck up.
Man up. I know you gotta let.
I don't man up.
I know that. I'm just saying.
First of all, Eric is doing the most again with Chris. I love that Vincent is sitting there like, let me back up. I ain't in this shit.
You've been man up. Just
You keep saying man up.
I'm thinking about.
It's
I just
disrespectful.
confessed to her. And I normally do.
Look how much they drink. Who am I?
We're gonna have to try to mesh lifestyles.
There we go, Virginia. He's a pilot, girl. He can't drink Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Idea.
Look at these two drunks.
I don't get that.
But you can go do it.
We're having a conversation.
If you break this down.
come home to you, I promise.
Yeah.
Look, I get Virginia goes out and parties and drinks a lot, but he's a little too controlling. You can't have male friends. You can't drink like this. Eric, it's okay. Okay, so Haley said, I'm not the clingiest, or whatever she said. And then Jacob got offended by her saying that when she wasn't directly talking about him. So now he's like, oh, you saying you're not clingy. You saying I'm clingy and I need you to cling to me. Okay, so you need to clarify if you actually wanted to have sex with me or you're actually into me. Because now Jacob thinks that he may have not pressured her. Maybe because he was the one who initiated and he's always initiating intimacy that she didn't really want to have sex with him. Which is interesting because just before she was like, I'm starting to like my husband. Which is also interesting because they already had sex. So she's just starting to like, okay. I honestly think Haley just doesn't like talking about this shit on camera. Like, she wasn't comfortable with the cameras in the beginning, and now she's comfortable kind of with the cameras, and now they're asking her to talk about sex and intimacy. It's just like, I don't think it has to do with Jacob. I think she's actually into this man. You know, I appreciate what Chris just said here. And I know y'all gonna kill me. Y'all, I'm trying to throw this man a bone. Honestly, I am. I am not trying to have Peter come knock at my door and tell me, bitch, you on the wrong line. We also have to acknowledge, and don't fight me over this, y'all, but this man had sex with this woman before he met Paige. This didn't happen during the marriage. He had sex with this woman 6 weeks before. And I can guarantee you, I think didn't they find like panties or condoms or something in Nate's trunk? Chris is not the only man who's been on this show who has had sex 6 weeks before the experiment. Trust and believe that. He's just the only one who's dumb enough to get caught. So I don't fault him for that. Now, I do fault him for the having sex and saying he ain't attracted to her anymore. I do think that the reason why he's so cool and like now he's all of a sudden into Paige is because she's handling this situation really well for him. And because he's realized that his stock has gone down now that he has a baby mom's, a child on the way, and potentially a divorce. Like, those three things have down the rungs. So I don't want to say he's settling for her, but I think that definitely helped in his decision to move on and move forward. But what I was saying is that I appreciate the fact that he actually acknowledged how she's handling this, right? Like, when you're in a relationship and someone is doing something clearly, like they're going above and beyond, I think it's great when your partner verbalizes and vocalizes that I see it and I see you. So I appreciate that part about Chris. Why do you say I have a little catch? That's not a catch. You don't believe in joint accounts? Okay, so she makes a quarter of what he makes. They're not going to live in a place that's half of her quarter, right? He's not going to want to live in 1/8 a place that he can afford. So you're telling me your wife has to come to you and ask you if she can have some of this money for something. Is that what you're saying? Because I don't think she's saying join all accounts, right? She might be, but why does it not make sense to join a portion of your funds? Yeah, what Paige said, Chris, I'm not after you for your money. Y'all really be using these hotel robes? Like, I think I've used a hotel robe once.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, what's up?
You annoyed me today.
That's not how that scene ended. That's not how the scene ended. Brianna told him what annoyed her. But I can see this being a little bit of an issue for them because Brianna definitely is like, hey, do this, do this, do this, do that. Remember in the matchmaking special how she was like, oh, if somebody puts this here, I'm going to be like, well, why don't you put it here? So I can see she needs to bend and relax a little bit. Vincent might need to, you know, speed it up a little bit as well, but she definitely needs to bring it down. That can get them to like wow out and not really mean it.
I didn't like the fact that she was being assertive, and you know, I perceived it as disrespect. I definitely would say that I felt a little upset. I was a little mad. But I'm hoping that this can be like a stress reliever for me. I think this is probably the most fun that we've had.
Vincent almost said funnest right there. But let me say, I've seen so many people fail at this indoor skydiving. They both did a really good job. They'll be okay. Ooh, let me pause on this. I remember the last time we were at a racetrack, we had Beth and old boy Jamie get into it and embarrass everybody. We had tables shaking after. Shaking the table. Yeah, you know what? This episode hasn't been that bad. Now I'm really worried for what's going to happen in the second half, y'all. What are you preparing me for?